Can you step outside of the role of your circumstances as mayor now and understand that people who are just people of New York see this constant drumbeat, and I know sometimes it comes across because we're asking you about these criminal matters and these probes, that somehow we're the people driving it. But objectively, there are multiple stories and things going on that have been independently confirmed by law enforcement at the federal level. Can you understand how this is an issue for the Fourth Estate too? Because we'd like to be asking you about, like, for instance, I want to ask about EMS response times, which are in really pretty bad shape, going north of 10 minutes. But do you understand that the public, it's not just us here in the room, but the public itself is concerned?
No, I don't understand. Because if they had that same level of concern, then I would see it when I'm in the public with all of the town halls. I don't know if you have a mayor that has been out among the public as much as I have. And I know what they're talking about.
No, you don't know what we're talking about, because every time you go to one of those town halls, you have like a police liaison that sits at every table. And while there might be 10 people to a table, they only let you ask one question. So while you have to submit all your questions to the table, they then choose the one that they want to have asked. No, Eric, you don't know what we're all thinking, because we're not allowed to speak when we go to those town halls. They're frustrating.
They're talking about public safety. They're talking about housing. They're talking about education. They're talking about the issues that impact them. They want to make sure that this city is going to provide a future for them. And so when you look at how good our economy is doing, how well our jobs are doing. When you look at the young lady that stood next to me yesterday that was saying I walked into a hiring hall unemployed and walked out employed, and I'm able to take care of my child that's on the spectrum, that's what New Yorkers are concerned about. And so you do have a job of reporting this. You know, you have a job of reporting, you have a job of answering the question. I have one job, take care of the people of this city. And you know what? I'm doing a darn good job in doing it.
Eric, you're listening to the people, and you don't hear the people say that they're not happy with you. Sorry, Eric, you're not listening to the people. You're listening to who you want to listen to. You're taking a practice of loyalty over competency. This isn't right. Several of the reporters today in that meeting said to you that there were citizens of New York that came up to them and expressed a concern or an issue that they had, and you dismissed them, just like you've been dismissing us since you got into office. You appointed people that you would hope would have come to you, and you entrusted them to tell you the right thing. What they're telling you is what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. And sometimes we surround ourselves with people that are like that. It's to our own detriment. I know. You had faith in them. But at some point, it's time to let them go. They're not really your friends. If they're able to put you in a position like this, and it not just hurt you, it hurts every New Yorker. What you're doing with retiree healthcare will cause the death of people. Even the courts have identified that. And yet you refuse to listen. That's to your detriment, and I'm not going to let it be to ours. You have lost 9 times in court to us, including 2 unanimous appeals decisions. And yet your people still appeal to the New York State Court of Appeals. It should be over, Eric. You shouldn't be looking to harm people who built this city, rebuilt this city, and served it for decades. The people that you've surrounded yourself with are blowing smoke up your butt, and you're staying loyal to them rather than the people of New York.